Okay. Hi. I've been fasting for 3 days now. I did it so I could die within, because you kind of die within, almost. Fell to the floor, couldn't move properly and stuff like that, because I have these lies in my head that tells me that I'm weak if I don't eat. So, but the thing is, I'm strong-willed, and I have a true heart. I have a very strong true heart. I have strong values that I stand for that others probably don't like. But I don't care. I don't care what others think. I don't care about what you think you know. I don't care about anything. Either you take in what I tell you or you don't. It's that easy. Thing is, I've been resonating my whole life with strange things. Like I could small things like intuition. Someone's calling me and I take up the phone before the call comes in, and I answer when the when it rings. And sometimes I even picked up the phone and said hi with it, and there wasn't even a signal there. Why was it that it was like that? Well, I can actually I can actually tell you. And you can go and fuck off if you don't want to listen. Because truth doesn't come in this is truth and that's false. No, truth comes in whole. Have you seen all these idiots walking around with this sign, maybe? With an I in it? That's more or less, I know the truth, and you can go and fuck off, but because I can't say it, I can't tell it. Do you know what a messiah is? A messiah is a person that, with his heart, willingly, unconditionally, tells everyone what he knows. And either you can take in the whole truth, or you can take in nothing. Because science is part of the truth. Spirituality is part of the truth. Shall we take a fact quiz here? Okay, do you have two brains or do you have one brain? Most people, they think, well, science is true because it's logic. 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 Creativity. They think it's far-fetched to actually do some creative thinking. And the creative thinking people, they have a far-fetched thinking about logic, having problems with math and stuff like that. It's a division. It's one and the other is the whole. Good and evil. Good, creativity, very good. Happiness and and glad expressions and stuff like that. Bad, logic, criticizing everything that isn't known truth. That's bad. Building a whole world on, no, I don't believe you because you don't know the facts. But philosophy is facts. That's far-fetched for some, right? But You think an idea is an idea? Something strange that just pops up? Well, when a person stood there and he thought, well, damn, I can see the birds. I wonder how it would be to fly. Well, what's your first thought? Will it be that he's taking LSD? Or would it be that he's actually using both his brains? And then he's constructing in the imagination how it's gonna look. And then he takes the logic to make it true. Combination. I'm sorry that I'm sounding a bit condescending, but there's other things that I've come to understand in a way that others don't want to take in at all. I've been fighting myself. I've been fighting myself a lot because I didn't believe in myself. I want to believe in myself. I will believe in myself. And the will to believe is the strong in me. I will be strong-minded, and I will know what I say is truth, and I will stand with it, stand by it. And if someone wants to kill me for telling the truth, yeah, fuck off. Okay, the thing is, I kind of halfly died yesterday because I took a shower, fell asleep in it, and then I didn't have any energy left, so I just collapsed on the bed. And I usually don't do that. Not eating for 3 days and then taking a hot shower isn't the best thing. And we shouldn't take hot showers. The only thing, well, the only reason too why I took the hot shower was that I'm cold. I'm cold all the freaking time. Yeah, why is that? Well, because I communicate with everything that is around me, not by hearing stuff, but by using the yeah. Okay, the heart, when it beats, it transmits an electric field, because when it pumps, it creates electricity. From the electricity, we also have a net of what's the name for them now? I don't know. I can't remember if it's the... Well, I think it's the same thing in the frickin' Star Wars movies. Metachlorians? No, it's not the same thing. They have almost the same name. It's like a nervous system in the body, but it's all it's so freaking much faster, and it transmits light. And it's proven. Fuck you. So so we transmit light. We transmit light. And we transmit electricity through the heart. Okay, let's think now. What is gravity? Gravity is light and electricity together creates the electromagnetic field, because the pulse, the earth is vibrating so freaking hard that the light can't get in. And when the light shines through everything. Oh, light is gravity in one way. It's part of the thing. It's energy. It's light or it's no light. If there is no light, there's death. And the same goes with humans and flowers. Take away the light and they die. Both mentally and flowers actually die. If I can generate my own light, which I can, if I take care of my body. But one time there was this person 2000 years ago. His name was Jesus. He knew the same thing, but he couldn't bluntly say, well, we emit light and uh, we're connected to everything. No, instead he tried to teach people how to behave. Why do I say how to behave? Okay, let's take a fact check here. There have been some problems, right? Here in Sweden, there's been people. Let's see. Here in Sweden, this is the Swedish facts. No, it's not. It's from the source Climate Research Unit, University of East Anglia. Anglia, Angel. Bearer of good news. Okay. So then we have. I've already made a series of 8 hours that is more or less spiritual, so that spiritual people can connect too. Now it's time for the scientific people to connect. Right? Okay. So, I could tell you about the Hopis. Anyone know about the Hopi Indians? Yeah, they have some strange prophecies about a white lost brother. Yes, I'm not emitting the lights now that I should be doing, I think. I don't know. I have no idea. But I'm I'm a strong believer in what I say. It is true. It's truth. Okay, so this is from the year 1860 to the year 2000. Okay, what would you say if I actually took this scientific, well, it's the temperature anomaly. We have a problem with weather. My God, there's something happening. We're all gonna die because it's getting warmer. No, no, we're not. You're an imbecile. You're stupid. Connect history to science. Okay? I don't have all the dots here. I don't know everything that happened here, but something happened here with science. Let's see. Between 1910 and 1920, 1910, there was polio, right? Okay, so we had the vaccine and we had more people. This apply hope to history, to science. Can you see it? Okay, Adolf Hitler comes to rise. Hope with the people comes. True hope comes with people. And Hitler dies. Hope of a better world diminished. What the fuck happened? How can you have Hitler dying and hope for a better, because we didn't go by hope later on. Hitler created hope because he also understood this. But he was delusional, and he was deceived by the people that were around him. That's why I'm secluded. I don't want to be near all the demons or bad entities, which is people that think they know something and then deceive others by putting in their thoughts into their heads. That is what's meant by an devil or bad spirit um, or well, everything that's said in to be in that bad is bad thinking people. People that cannot think of the later stuff. I don't know if he actually killed a lot of yous. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I I can't judge that. I weren't there. You understand? This is a secret that people don't want to come out. Because if more people die off, then there will be easier to control the whole. You understand? It's easier for the ones that are it's not even a conspiracy. There's no conspiracies at all. Everyone that believes in conspiracies in one way, they are closer to the truth than the ones that aren't. The ones that are in belief of a god, yeah, there's a god, but you are part of that god. If you want to take what I say there and break it down totally, go back to the 8 hours of other material that I have cast in. But okay, Hitler dies, and that's so ironic. But you see here the hope rised with Hitler's hope, and then with the people's hope. And when he died, many people lost their hope. And when the war ended, many lost their hope because it was combined hope from both sides, not only Hitler. Hitler rose up. Thanks to Hitler, I can actually see this. Okay, yeah, he was a bad person because of other bad people, and he was lost. You understand? And other people were lost, so they didn't understand. But there was this. Is he here? Good and bad. Triangle. So everyone in the world built up a hope for something greater. Not being mass murdered or not being in a dictatorship or being in a dictatorship with their savior. You understand? It was everyone getting up their hopes. So when that happened, it was like, okay, what happened afterwards? You see that red spike here? That's when the war ended. That's when the war ended. Bam. Everyone was happy because no one was murdered anymore. Oh ho! What happened after that? The Cold War. We had some small spikes. There's more people than me that understands this, I hope. Okay, yeah. I didn't want to believe that I'm a Messiah, but a Messiah is a bearer of good word, of good knowledge, of true knowledge. That is what a Messiah is. And I'm I'm trying to set up myself to actually take control of my body so that I can emit this light of hope. That's what I want to. I need to find hope within myself. Hope and believe, not believe. Stop doubting myself. I don't like the word belief because it has a lie in it, and I don't like necessarily like fact either because it's fact. You need the belief and fact for it to become true. That's okay. So what happened in here? Oh my god, we got to the moon. Everyone was, yeah, we're out flying, we're out on the moon. Yeah. What happened after that? What's happened after that? Look towards every downside of things. Um, Here, hope started. Why? I don't know what's changed here before the the 1980s, but somewhere here, somewhere after Hitler rose, there have been awakening of people, awakening of people to search for truth ever since the 1940s. Uh, and it has to do with aliens, I think. The whole alien agenda, agenda. Yeah. The There's not only that. There has been from time to time um, corroboration. People saw. People have seen this. People aren't dumb. They just hold it to themselves because they still haven't awakened to be fully good-hearted. They still want to live in old ways, not saying they want to live in the new ways. And well, here I am. I'm here to tell you that. Okay. Okay. So I was born in 1986. I don't know how this chart is, but we have 90s here. So somewhere here, yeah, here is me. I have a, and there's more people. I'm not the only one that is kind of, I'm just a messiah because I know what needs to be changed. Um, Others awaken to just be good-hearted. I know truth, I teach truth. That's the Messiah. Um, Living by heart, that is God. Because you are God. You are, uh, as I had an analogy in the religious part that is relating to religion and saying kind of the same thing, but also openly crying and stuff like that because I was extremely doubtful of myself when um, I recorded the videos. It took me a whole night, so be happy, please. So hereafter, I'm not gonna say that I was born and then happiness and everything came, but wherever I go, when I have hope and I am happy, I am connected to the sun. Every place on earth where people are happy and are filled with hope, there will be sun. There will be sunshine. When you are clouded in thoughts and you don't know where you are, if you don't know who you are or what you are, and you find disbelief in yourself, there's gonna be clouds outside. There's so many stars outside right now. I know where I am. I know what I am. I stand for what I am. And, well, I'm not gonna. We also have the Prophet Muhammad. He also knew this. He kind of may have been lost, or he wasn't a bit lost. But he was kind of a messiah that taught others. He he didn't have the knowledge of, or he didn't have the facts to back up some of the truth, and he actually died before the Quran was made. So others who were around him or in other places made a full Quran. So the thing is, do you really trust in the Quran totally? I'm not I'm not I'm fully for all religions because they all create hope. They are saviors of the world because if people are hearted, then it will spread hope because they have faith in themselves or in others. If you have faith in yourself, that is believing in yourself, then you are a God and you are reconnected with everything, which is everyone around you and Earth. I'm sorry if I'm speaking a bit loud or something like that. Okay, so I don't know how how it's looking after 2001. The information isn't here, but it's going down, I think, or it's going up. Anyway, this is the break line where people need to take in consideration that the whole um, this whole thing, global temperature thing, it's real because of us and the hope that we spread and the happiness we spread changes everything around us. When we believe in ourselves, we change everything around us. I was so okay. So we have, yeah, I need to out there. So we have this. That other picture that we had there, it's from the latest 150 years. This is from the latest 450,000 years. Do you think that we are the only civilization that came to this notion or found hope, and then the leader that found the hope, the leader died and everyone's hope diminished. And then there were other leaders, other gods. The spikes here are other gods, other other people that others saw as gods. Can you see here how it's gone to be? We're at the break line where it's soon to be a new ice age if we don't change. Do you understand? Can you comprehend what I am telling you? There is going to be an ice age. Maybe not now, but in the future. Because if you take this whole era here, this is, okay, from here, the latest 50,000 years. If we take, let's see, okay, this is known history. Or this is kind of known history. This is facts. No, 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 no. But they haven't like taken into consideration that there could have been more. We've been living for millions or billions of years, not just for the time that some people are saying. When you understand this, when you take in what I say, research the Vedas, research the Mahabharata, look to the history of India. That is the furthest back we know at all. And if we go back to other civilizations and stuff like that, we have the Anunnaki and stuff like that. They also had high technology. Why do you think that the pyramids exist? It's the most exact buildings in the world. Have you thought about that? No, it's a pyramid. It's just, no. If you take math, apply that to the pyramids, it's freaking hilarious how much people have missed. If you then apply that it wasn't a throne room and you look towards the water and the buildings from there, then and going to the king's chamber, see all the sur and stuff like that. Could it have been that they used nuclear power? No, it could never be that they used nuclear power or anything near to that because they were stupid, right? Because you're so smart, huh? Because you know everything. Well, either they used nuclear uranium. I believe they used uranium. They took the water up through to create hydrogen and oxygen. To what purpose? I don't know. Don't ask me. But the pyramids, it is fucking older than the Egyptians. That much I know. So, what you want to believe in and not, it's up to you. If you don't want to believe in truth, don't believe in truth. If you don't want to believe in yourself, then don't believe in yourself. The thing is that believing in yourself and stop listening to others' ideas, because others' ideas will. There's also this really, really strange thing because okay, this looks like the present, and if we go back 50,000 and 10,000 should be around here, right? Yeah. Okay, you maybe don't believe in time travel and stuff like that, but there would be no chance in hell for anybody to know this if I hadn't checked this, sat around for about 15 years now, being a truth seeker, being heckled by everyone that I know because they don't believe in what I say. I don't care. It's your life. But at the same time, it's not your life, it's my life too. It's getting warmer because we're getting into better times. Better times when we stop arguing with each other, when we start to use our hearts instead of half our brain. We need our brain and heart simultaneously. And to reconnect them both, to be one, we need to reconnect the two parts here first. You understand? There are those who believe in Satan and those who believe in God. Satan doesn't exist. God is you. Apply your name to God. Same goes for Allah, the God. Apply your name to God. Apply your name to Allah. And when you understand that Allah is you and everyone around you, then Allah, the Allah, and God is one. When you understand that, I'm not just gonna tell you that you're God and stuff like that. You can't do whatever you want. You're still not gonna be helpful with this if you don't change your ways. The when I read the Hopi prophecies, they scared me. Nothing have scared me that much. That 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 um, Hopi prophecies have done. Because if you read them, it's so much to take in, and this was long before. Well, there's so much that people don't understand, so they don't take it in. If you believe in something, then you create it. If you know it to be true, it will be real. Yeah, that's why we're demonizing stuff right now. Or more or less, we're not demonizing. Big actors like Walt Disney and stuff like that wanted fear to go away. He's also one that knows this, and he took to consideration to actually make something of it and start up a company that tried to build other people's hopes up and dreams up, and not to fear the evils, because the evils can't succeed in the end. Haven't you seen the whole concept of Walt Disney movies until he died? After that, it's been kind of a gray zone and stuff like that. Then you have Hollywood been sending out massive things so that we will be desensitized to the whole idea and don't believe that it will happen, or don't see the truth. When you reconnect both your brains to be one brain as it should be, and reconnect with the heart, as you should do, that is something you need to do through a cleansing of your body. A cleansing of your body is to help your heart rate to go down. And you need a clean body to emit light, to emit the feelings that you have. And the heart, the slower it bangs, the longer you live. So the slower it goes, the more flow it is to it, and the stronger the electromagnetic field will be. And the stronger the electromagnetic field will be, the more you can push out what you feel. If you feel happy because you can feel other people's feelings, the ones that are depressed, they have such a fast heart rate that the electromagnetic field is inconsistent and nearly doesn't exist. Since it nearly doesn't exist, it's they're disconnected with everything. They feel lonely. They think they they feel disconnected and depressed, lonely, cold. You understand? My heart rate is dung, 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 dung right now. That's why I'm not emitting light. Haven't eaten for 3 days, and I'm casting this. I have food on the stove, so I will be eating, because everyone needs to eat. But you also need to know what you eat. The thing is, if we are to actually emit light, we need to eat light. Yeah. Okay, so we need to eat something that have had lots of um, sunshine. Yeah. And an animal doesn't count. So killing animals is wrong. Killing animals also fucks up the heart, clogs the veins and stuff like that. So you get a fast heart rate from eating that. Why do you think that Jesus told everyone to eat greens? Or Jesus didn't. Everyone that understood what Jesus actually said, he didn't say, and the ones that followed, the ones who wrote the Bible and other stuff, they never talked about the God in heaven. Never. And it was misinterpreted so badly. It was so misinterpreted. When your heart rate is high, you are in hell, basically. Because you're disconnected, and you also have the golden rule, karmic system. You will always have the karmic system. It's natural for us to have the karmic system. And if you think you're behaving well, if you think anything bad of others, or everything that you think and stuff like that, it's emitted out. So when you are disconnected with yourself, which is when you have a heart rate that is inconsistent, or yeah, because it needs to have this flow, strong flow, so the heart should beat slowly and strongly. You understand? And it's the consistency of the beats that make the field stronger. It's also the breathing. You shouldn't breathe with the upper. You should use the di diaphragma, which is an organ that we normally use that breathes for us. So breathe with your stomach so you can get in more air into your lungs. And breathe slowly, air, so that you will have a lower heart rate. There's okay. What what do we have here? More. I'm Swedish. I'm Swedish. Do not gangbang me because I raped the language. Well, if we have the karmic system, the golden rule and karmic system, they're basically a combination. You need to combine them to understand them both. If I act good towards you, well, then you'll act good towards me. No, it's not like that. If you send out ill-hearted things while you say something good, hi, how are you? And at the same time express with your heart, I fucking hate that person, they will be like, yeah. No, I don't. No, I have to go. You understand? Because we have a universal language, God's language, which is heart, which is through the electromagnetic field. This is what all the old civilizations tried to teach people, that we communicate through other means than speech. So when your heart rate is low and your field is strong, then you can actually just handshake someone and smile, and they will give back what it will be mirroring. You understand? It's such a beautiful thing, but I actually did this so I could die and not take in everything, but my my heart rate is still consistent, even if it's not slow. I still emit a electromagnetic field. As long as I emit an electromagnetic field, well, um, I can still take in everything that is around me. And as long as I'm connected with Earth, which has an electromagnetic field that goes up to, yeah, they also tried to tell you that we live inside a firmament. Yeah, the electromagnetic field. So, good. We're done. There. Okay, so we have the karmic system. Now, you won't understand the teachings of a karmic system, maybe. But the thing is, if you take the karmic system, combine that with the chakra system, which is cleansing of your light points. It's points in the body where you emit more light, and you need to cleanse those because they are part of the blood system. Yeah. They're also called glands. Yeah, awesome, right? Yeah. Woohoo! Because in our blood system we have glands everywhere, and that's larger sums of blood there. I have some other ideas about what blood actually is, and that will probably go. Well, you have. I'm not read into things, so I don't have the truth or I don't have the facts for everything. And that's one thing. I don't have the facts for everything. And I acknowledge that. But I know that we are connected to everything around us. And I'm trying to tell you that you're connected to everything around you if you just change your ways. That this is why everything that is like raises the heart rate, that is bad. Why do you why do you think that Egyptians and every old civilization was smoking pot? Pot slows the heart rate down. They also took other drugs, which I don't really condone, but I'm a pro cannabis because it has its medical use and stuff like that. If you're um, depressed, it helps because the heart rate goes lower, so you feel more connected to everyone. And because you feel connected to everyone, you get dopamine. Oh my god. Did I just crash down everything that everyone knew? Yeah, fuck off. Kill the messenger if you want that. But, ah, it's still true. So, there's still a lot we need to learn. There's a lot we need to teach. First off, school is bad, but at the same time, not bad. We need to teach people things the other way around. You understand? No, not really. Okay, so right now, I take a book, I put it in your face, read this. And then, in the end of the book, there's answers, or there's questions specifically for that book. What do you learn from that? Don't learn shit. Okay, one thing that is good, math, physics. But the physics needs some complements. Yeah, they need to add in some stuff so it can be a whole thing. There are people that are kind of okay to to be able to make a new propulsion system, for example, you need to have an electric, it needs to make an own electrical field. So, um, so that it's, okay, take levitation for once. We have levitation by sound. I I can take it up here. Yeah, Torah codes. There. Levitation. There we have, there we have levitation by sound. There, ultrasonic. This ultrasonic levitation here, I'm not gonna have. He's talking about that he's talking about the principle of it, that, and he puts them up so that they can float between light, but he doesn't understand that. Here is, yeah. Okay. Here is a filter that makes him able to see the heat emitted or something. It's the light. Well, if you go back here, light emits warmth. So this smoke here is coming off as a byproduct from the warmth. So when he keeps on here, he's gonna break the light. There, he breaks the light. He's broken the light, so now there's pockets where light and vacuum, light and no light, are between, but our eyes can't see it. And between the pockets of light, he can now put stuff in, but because this is a vibration, it's still gonna move the things that are put in. We go back here. He's putting in, yeah. But the thing is, to make this happen, you can't just make something, and you'll need like two surfaces, one outer and one inner surface, and the vibration between them. Yeah, that's what I kind of believe. I'm not sure though, but yeah. And the electromagnetic field that you emit through something that can make an there needs to be something that can make an electromagnetic field out of a strong magnetics and still not being heavy. There's been talks about mercury mercury science. Or was it Quicksilver? Quicksilver. Electric circulation. I don't know if I can find. No, can't find it. Anyway, I've seen a video where someone took, and I think it was mercury, or no, it was, no, it wasn't mercury, it was Quicksilver, and they applied electricity and it started to go in a circle. If you go back to the Vedas, they're talking about their flying towers. Yeah. Enough about that. Back to the things that is really interesting, is needed to know. You need to clean your body so that your blood flow can have a rhythm. And you need to eat light, not go out and nom on the sun. You need to, when you're near the sun, take in the sun. Don't just dismiss the sun. It's important that you find yourself to to love the sun, to love the light. When you do that, you will emit light. There's also this with people that understood this. They actually, well, they prayed to the sun. Yeah, they had faith in the sun as the giver of life. Yep. Either you have faith in yourself or you have faith in something that cannot vanish. Your love for yourself as one can never vanish if you understand that you are one. Then we have reincarnation, because energy can never, poof, I'm gone, can never vanish. So when you die, and you, well, how should I put it? Thought is gone. It was irrelevant. Anyway, reincarnation is really something, really. And we can either choose this path of neglecting history, or we can be part of the history and make it better. But to make it better, you need to cleanse your body. You can't take in toxins. You understand that? Because the toxins are fucking up with your whole body. Eating meat is fucking up your body. So that is why one of the 10 well, let's see here. Yeah, I said you need to know the golden rule in combination with karma. Then after that, karma is only here to teach us about karma is only here to teach us about what we're doing wrong in combination with the other one. But we don't notice that. We just get in fights with people and we don't notice that we were the ones starting them. So that's why we go through the whole process of reading into the karmic system and the golden rule. Very important. And after you've done that, you then apply the 7 deadly sins. Yeah, they're so mistook, so they're also misinterpreted because we're already in hell. Hell because we're closed off from the heart. For us to actually become one with the heart, we need to stop indulging ourselves in strange things, and we also have other steps that are translated so that this is why the karmic system is, so that we can lock up all this. We need to know that there's nothing to fear. We need to know that eating too much isn't good, and eating too much Well, you can go around and eat carrots all day. That's not gonna uh, do you any worse. But you you need to look to what you eat, and eating flesh and eating something that let, let's just take it like this. Everything that has grown up in light and is living when you eat it is good. You understand? Because if you take a salad, you chop it up, you lie it down and let it die, you can see what you're eating when you're eating meat. For you to eat meat, you need to eat the animal while it's living. Because you're eating death. You're eating infectious meat. You're eating, when you're eating other stuff like um, greens and fruit, you're eating something that bathes in sunlight. And stop microwaving, please do, because the microwaves, they're disturbing the light that is in some of the food, if there's any left, and all the nutrition is fucked up. Uh, there there's so much things that people just don't notice. So an oven is good because it warms from the outside and in. But a microwave is like, well, I can't tell you. Um, because you wouldn't understand until you've actually followed the seven deadly sins in combination with the chakra system. Then, when you've done that, and your values towards everything, and your knowledge about everything being you, then you start to question yourself totally. The thing is, if you've been through a lot of things that you have blamed others for, this is the harder part of life. You will go through what the science world calls a psychosis. Yeah, it's the, or it's also been called Day of Purification. It's been called uh, the Night of the Dark Soul. It's been called Purgatory. Yeah, all this is uh, yeah, how should I call? Yeah, when you go through that, you will be cleaner and you will be able to transmit. When you go through the dark night of soul or psychosis, the psychosis is the barriers breaking down for everything that you have protected yourself from. When you break down those barriers, you will go through all things that you have done, good and bad, as in a chain. I call this chain lifting. You're lifting the chain of all shames and truths that you've been through. Um, it's it's quite misunderstood, so there's much that is misunderstood. There's really no sicknesses either. There's just people that doesn't understand how to take care of their bodies, and when they don't take care of their bodies, they tend to get sick. Because if we don't have a body that emits light, then we kind of die. We're kind of immortal in one way. The soul is, anyway, if we want to see it as a soul, but it's the light. When a person dies without the light in his or her heart, or non-binary heart, they don't have anything to kind of give. That's why we've lost a lot of knowledge and science and stuff like that. This is for us to know more, to learn more, we need to have all the scientists and stuff like that to actually share what they know. Not in numbers and stuff like that. Share what they know. That's how we. And there's also this where we kinda we kinda work like a hive mind. Uh, it's really fun seeing reality as I know it being, well, being tried out to be some kind of true world here by incorporating internet. Internet is like the Akashic records, which is the whole tree of lives connected information or knowledge. We cannot connect that if we don't shine. So if we shine because we've found ourselves and we understand things, then we will see everything as for what it is. Because it's so strange, which is consciousness. It's so freaking strange. At the same time, yeah, when you've gone through all that, you will only have to live by the golden rule. That's the only rule that is. And that that is when you have understood what it needs. Well, it's not just understanding things. It's you need to go through the purification and cleansing, need to, of the body. And then you need to meditate so that your heart rate stays down. That is so the 10 commandments, they should be rewritten so that we understand them better. The seven deadly sins and karmic system should be combined and rewritten so it's easier to understand. And the golden rule and karmic system should still be there, with an addition that when you are cleansed, or when you are pure in soul or pure in body, pure in heart, you will act as a mirror. When you're closed off, you can't act as a mirror. Everyone is what is called empaths. Um, it's so fun because um, empaths feel other people's feelings. They also not only copy their feelings, they also copy the person's personality. So if I talk with someone that is really freaking happy and I have opened um, and I my heart is open to take in that light, I will copy that light and give it back in the form that I also get this whoa, happy, 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 hello, how are you? And if you're closed off, you're not able to have that conversation. This is what's been happening in these eras. People have understood. Here, there was one leader died, but there came a new leader, and the thing is, it's been new leaders. They've been trying to set all their heart's might and they they basically killed themselves by believing in others instead of themselves. So that is why the all the religions in the world were written. First off, there was this really ancient belief and knowledge. It was hidden, and then it was divided into other stuffs. There's probably more things that's even more um, there's probably more places that has um, oh no, well there's probably more older religions that than the known ones, but the thing is that yeah, now I understand why I was had to go there. Okay, yeah, yeah, okay. I I had this notion when I woke up 1.5 years ago. I stopped using shoes, still don't, and no socks and stuff like that. I want to feel connected to everything. I do want. And the thing is, um, there's a lot more to take in and learn and stuff like that. It's a really strange world. Uh, let's see. If we take um, you have seen the Yellowstone, right? Yellowstone National Park. There. The Yellowstone volcano that is it's been observed to have being about to erupt. They don't know what or if it's going to happen or not. The thing is, this is in America, in America, in the land of the stupid. That. That's what I see it as. It's the stupid people. And I'm sorry if you take it personally, but if you aren't part of actually combining stuff, and by combining it, also giving it to the people and trying to teach them to understand it, then you're an idiot or stupid. But after you've indulged in this information, you're not stupid anymore because now you know the information. But you're stupid if you don't follow it. The thing is, this is one of the biggest volcanoes in the world. America is going through some things right now. They have Trump, which is a leader of hope. He's a bit lost, and if others don't understand that and try to show him the right path, he will actually end up like Hitler. You understand that? But he's a new leader of hope, so help him. Try to understand that, because he believes in himself. He believes what he says. So try to have some thought of how to change his views instead of just because he's right now the United States is kind of dividing. The people here are quite freaking angry. Angry comes in two forms. Many are angry and hurt. So there's forest fires here and up in Canada. It's also a volcano that is, well, we don't know if it's going to erupt or not, but if it does, it won't just kill off the Americans, I can say. We also have the storms, sadness, and tornadoes. The tornadoes in Hamburg last year. Many missed that there were two tornadoes in Hamburg, in Germany. Um, Many think it's a project. There's many that believe things, and they kind of try to incorporate it in their beliefs. And it's so strange to see them. I know there was kanskje Supercell. Yeah, there last year anyway. There were two tornadoes in Hamburg, and that was around when people were like very, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Okay, we have these people that wants in, and then we have these people that doesn't want immigrants. It all has to do with the values of others. If you have bad values, things like rape happens. Okay, so people that doesn't go through the cleansing of body and stuff like that, they tend to, well, if we say like nature energy. We can call it nature energy. It goes through the whole body. It's what when you cleanse your body, it's what starts the torsion field, which in turn helps the electromagnetic field to be there. But if you kind of eat what you want and stuff like that, that gland cannot pass what it should pass. So that strong magnetic field stays in the first gland. Rape! Rape! Okay, it's not like that. You don't get raped just because. You get raped because you have a strong electromagnetic field pulling in people towards that part of your body. If your strongest part is the heart, then you will pull in people to the heart in love. And then we have people that don't really have the high standards of morals and values that the Western countries think they have. And when someone with bad values that also has a very strong electromagnetic field in the down part meets someone that is with a very strong electromagnetic field in their down parts, well, electromagnetic fields, woman and man, usually it's a plus and minus thing. Magnetics. You understand? It's not really anyone's fault that it happens. It's just it's like I told my friend when it comes to the meat eating. I don't blame you for eating meat. I blame your parents. And if they didn't have any information about not eating meat, I cannot blame them either. I blame the generation before that. Till I get to the person that actually knew you shouldn't eat meat, but eat meat. You understand? It's not the... When people get raped, blame the ones that knew and didn't teach. That is how we will have a good society. And that is how we help everyone. And that is partly why there are so many really, 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 really rich people, because many of them tend to not care about other people's if they're not pure in heart. We have Walt Disney. We had we have had some very pure-hearted people in the known world, and they tend to to get depressed, and they and they commit suicide because they can't tolerate the cold anymore. Everyone liking them, but all they do is spreading cold. And that's why I seclude myself. I can feel other people. Sometimes, or when I'm really, the electromagnetic field is a way of communication. So we commune feelings, thoughts, and and colors, all depending on feelings. So feelings come out as colors. That's the aura field that people are talking about. Yeah, that's the electromagnetic field or the biomagnetic field that the metaphysic people want to call it. Metaphysics people want to call it. And the when all you do, I love being near people that act in true intention, and there's so many few of them. I'm going to try to teach my father and my mother because they gave me my life so I could give you all what so I want to be hopeful to that I actually can get them to understand and free them from their pains so that they also can emit light and help others. The world doesn't have to go under because of stupid things that happens. But we also need to see one thing. The people that are poor, they have lost themselves. They have lost their values. All the poor areas, they've lost their values in such a way that they kill and rape and murder and steal, and we try to help them by giving them means to further that problem instead of actually helping them with what they need, which is a full control of their body. We have the tectonic plates. I've been following them for years. A um, we have the tectonic plates, active volcanoes, plate tectonics, and the ring of fire. This is the ring of fire. You see here, there's gonna be, if people don't change, they will lose their lives. I'm not kidding. There's gonna, everyone is going to die, but those that still survive, and it's not even clear to if they will survive. Even the light people, it's unclear if even they can survive. So if I take the, let's see, earthquake map. Here we have earthquakes. You see this area here. And here. These are the these are people that isn't connected with any good-hearted intention with Earth. That doesn't mean go and kill everyone. That means we need change. We need to cleanse our bodies, change our ways, and see to the true values of Earth. Now I actually understand the Hopi prophecies. Yeah. And here, we're more or less the Europeans. We're more or less the most happy people in the world. Whoa! Yeah, good-hearted. Also, the Africans tend to not be that ill-hearted. These people here we have Japan. They need to live by the clock and learn as much as possible because one brain, half of a brain, is the center of the. That's why it's the smartest people in the world. This is seen as the dumbest people in the world, but they don't see it themselves. Sorry, Americans. I'm not suggesting that you actually are dumb, but those who take in this and accept it and understand it, they are very smart. Those who don't, well, they can help others by committing suicide or something. I don't know. It's not really my value, but the thing is, if you take suicide or kill yourself, that will be ripples around everyone that you knew, because people, they think they lost you forever and ever and ever, never gonna see you again. So, woohoo! Now there's 10 or 20 or 100 or 2,000 people crying, and with that, whoa, storms, bad weather, stuff like that. When I tend to cry out of heart, when I'm in full control of my body, I tend to make it rain. Yeah, because I'm connected with nature. I also have a son that kind of follows me, like, desperately. Or it did when I didn't. I went through an awakening process, uh, psychosis, and after that, a purification with toxemia. Swash, bort. Everything gone. Nothing. 3 days of. Yeah, I didn't puke, but no water went through the bladder. If I, yeah, I can say it like that. So I am a person that likes to indulge in a lot of information. I just want to drown myself in information. I also want to drown myself in everything. The thing is that this world is not made up of this is real, because everyone lives in their kind of individual bubble where they create their own world, and if others also believe in it, they can take part of that bubble. You understand? If you don't believe, or there's no have to believe in stuff. There's no have to's. If you want to believe that you have a friendly ghost that you talk to before you go to sleep, then you create it. this world is fantastic, and instead, the logic people, the half-brained ones, tend to take the whole-brained, lost people and put them in hospitals saying they're schizophrenic. But the thing is, they're afraid because they haven't gone through the whole process of understanding what they've gone through. They're fearing what they have. My father have schizophrenia, so or schizophrenia. He's totally there's no he how should I put it? He doesn't there's more to this world than just us. We are a part in tree of life. We are at the roots now, and when everyone can emit light, then we are ascending to new world, which is the next stage. The cleaner you get within, the closer you are to the ascension, which is making light. Ta-da! That's the ascension. But we're also a part of a tree of light. So we have a tree or a tree of life. We have the paradise is paradise within, and therefore without or outside. So there's so much I have in my head that I could tell, but all that is needed is to you and everyone else to understand that cleanse your body. Cleanse your body, train in self-discipline, and cleanse your body. And then, when you've done that, see to your values. Don't blame others for what you are doing. And I was like, oh, the rich people, they're disgusting and blah 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 blah. Yeah, but I was centered on I need money, so I didn't like rich people. The thing is that we don't need money. We never used money before, or we probably use money from time to time, but it's a system of cheating others. So now, when the cryptocurrency is coming, it should be a decentralized system. Because I'm sorry if a lot of people actually kind of loses jobs and stuff because of this, but we need to rethink what we know. I want, I have this picture of a whole other world that I've tried to kill myself from the age of, I think it's from the second year in school. There's now it's out for everyone to know. I tried to kill myself from the second year of school up until I was like 23. And I came to the conclusion I am so fucking worthless that I can't even take my own life. What the fuck is this? What is my purpose here in life? Because if I can't die, then there have to be a freaking purpose with this life, right? and here I am telling you all what is needed and why we're connected and what a Messiah is and what the earlier Messiahs tried to tell others. Like the Prophet Muhammad, he said, "Do not depict me." Why did I? Why did he say, "Do not depict me"? Well, I know, because everyone is Messiah when they go through the cleaning process. Everyone. It's not sustainable to live as we do now at all. Not in feelings, in anything. There's a big need to, well, for me, I've read a lot of on things. I can, yeah, the sun following me. I'm gonna show you a video that my friends that are logical told me that, yeah, but the sun rays are like this. So when you walked, you were just in the spectra of it. No, 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 no. I'm gonna tell you something. There's something that I have been calling the polarity attraction, which is the stronger light, the the thing that emits light, a strong light, also attracts light. This is, have you read about Nikola Tesla? He told everyone, light is very important. Take a look on light. And I didn't understand him, not even when I saw this. The sunlight isn't supposed to follow a person. Sunlight is not supposed to follow a person. That was the first time I had ever seen sunlight follow me. And it can follow everyone that follows the right path, which is to see that you and I and everything in creation is part of life. We are life. We are part of one. And everything, and Earth is more or less a playground. If we want to believe in unicorns, yeah, we can create unicorns. Do not forget that schizophrenia is actually real. So, when people tend to create what they want instead of seeing what they don't want because they see what they fear, they are told they have schizophrenia. When people want to talk to the ascended masters, they will be able to talk to the ascended masters because to exist is to be part of someone of to exist is to be part of others' consciousness. As long as the ascended masters are believed in and are in people's hearts and in people's knowledge, they will be able to be reached. Which is kind of strange, right? But take the Star Wars saga. It's so fucking fun. Because, like, Yoda is like Jesus, and Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Anakin Skywalker. They they're all ascended masters. They're all using the Force, which is to believe in themselves, to create, to be a creator. But they also have strict teachings that they could or could not use. Otherwise, they would seep on one or the other side. I'm more or less the okay. I can say this: Jesus came here so that he could take everyone's, or it's not take. So he could, if people believed in him, they could lose their sins. Their sins could be um, their sins could be taken away from them, and everything you believe in, you will go through. If you believe there's a heaven that you're gonna go to, then you're going to be reconnected with the source, and you will be like reborn again, so that you can be part of this hell and help it become paradise, and then you will be in heaven. And the Antichrist is the person who was Jesus reincarnated to now. I've talked to him. He's fun. He totally hates me, and I totally love him. But yeah, uh, the thing is, he wants to create a world that is free of rules, and I instead understand Jesus's quest, and I also understand the Antichrist's quest. So I take in from both, because in the Bible there's been like it's heresy to use magic and stuff like that, but we have, as I told my friend, we have three paths to go on. We have three to choose of. And we have to choose. Either we go with the one without values and everyone dies, or we go with the one with ultimate rules and kind of, as the Antichrist puts it, dictatorship. But I don't see it as a dictatorship, but it's not that fun either. Well, everyone living naked in a garden. Well, this is hell with technology, left braining stuff. This is right braining. Everyone is naked and having fun or happy, forest, hippie stuff. Hippie world, technology world. I combine them because I see it. Religion and technology is two halves of this world, and believing in yourself is this world. With I could take you into the same world that was told of by Jesus, but where are we now? Where are we now, really? We're in the age where we're so lazy that we like the technology that we have, but the technology is also emitting. We have the fans in the computers. They emit electromagnetic fields, because it's magnets and stuff like that. They disturb our electromagnetic field. We also have the components in the computer. They are driven by electricity. They also disturb our electromagnetic field. That is so, that is a bit of a problem. It also emits electricity that goes into the heart, which makes it kind of happy, which does which makes some dopamine and stuff come out. And we also have the monitors, which is LED, which is red, blue, and green. And the blue light, sun, sun is blue light or white light. It's going to be full white light. It's gone to yellow light, but when we all awaken and such and understand it, it will be white light because the sun is pure, or it should be purity, but it's not. White is the purest of colors because it's all the good colors, and black is the negative to it, and the rainbow is between. So we have the rainbow people and we have the black people. We need to put it together so we get all the colors of the spectrum in one place. Yeah, it's a bit of a hippie thing, and it could be a bit difficult to understand it right now. But I don't see the damage in both worlds if we can change the technology around and meditate and be happy and stuff like that. But this is a harsh balance to go on. It's easier to take one or the other. It is. But when you have the insights that I have, there's need for one rule, and that is basically the golden rule. You don't need anything else than that if you're pure in heart. But we also need to change our ways overall. We have about cannabis. Cannabis, true story. Well, there. True history of cannabis. I'm gonna link this below so you can see it. It's 30 minutes, but it's a good video. There's a lot of misconception about this. It can help us when we are depressed. I shouldn't use it. The thing is, if we don't emit light towards ourselves and others and such, there's going to be sickness in the world. If we could still eat like rotten vegetables, because animals for me is rotten vegetables, we continue eating that, then there's gonna be a problem. There's a lot of things that is on my mind, so a lot. So much that it will be shared to other people when they clean themselves and, yeah, the outer body and the inner body. So, and thing is that if we can get others to believe, then they can also believe. If I believe in rainbows and unicorns, then, well, if I can make 10,000 other people believe in rainbows and unicorns, we will actually have rainbows and unicorns everywhere. I had this strange idea that like mermaids are real. So I said, yeah, mermaids are real. And right now I'm a bit in a doubt, but I I kind of doubt my ideas from time to time because I know that this is a system kind of many see, well, when we go to the whole the when we take it to the level of mathematics and physics and stuff like that, well, we get stuff like this. World. There should be a video, at least on YouTube. If I can find that, I can add that too. It is a scientist that has gone on to look upon mandalas and or equations that are so difficult that they become instead become pictures, and you need to decode the pictures. And these equations are, for me, very beautiful, but they also, he told everyone that when he looked into the construct of the universe, it was like a search engine code. Like a search engine code. Yeah. If that doesn't point out that this is a simulation and a playground, or not really a playground, it's a lesson. When we all believe in ourselves to be one and we ascend, we are reborn in the next world. Because then we have the values that we were meant to follow. You understand? Those values, when everyone follow them, we will have them in the next life. That takes away a lot of, if we accept everyone, if everyone accepts everyone, and everyone spreads hope and love and happiness towards another, because they know that they are the one and the same, then the next child that's born out of it is the purest that exists in the next world. And well, it's up to you to believe what you want, but truth is truth, and we're here to learn the values, to accept and love each other. I will find the video and I will have it posted down here in the details. There is great changes going on. There is also a lot of delusions going on. Illusions. Have you seen The Matrix? Probably you have. Morpheus believes that Neo is the Messiah, and we all know that Neo isn't the Messiah. He just believes in himself, in himself, and then he sees the truth and he acts accordingly. The Torah believes me to be the Messiah, and I know I'm not the Messiah because I'm one Messiah of very many, 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 many good-hearted people later on. But right now, I am the Messiah that messages everyone the good-hearted message of true knowledge. And yeah, don't forget to it's this. If you believe in yourself, then you can believe in others because the others are you. And if the majority believes the same thing, then we will be part of the same thing. That is how we create a hell or a paradise or a space empire or anything. Look to the movies. If you believe you're a superhero, well, you're a superhero in your own bubble till more people believe you are a superhero. And if more people believe you are a superhero, yeah, then we will have our very first superhero existing. You understand? That is the construct of this world. So never, ever stop creating stuff. Do not ever stop using your imagination as long as it's good-hearted and for a good purpose. You know what the Great Flood was? For me, it's the flood of sin. Everyone was like empaths, and then one started disbelieving what was taught. So that one fucked up the whole world. There's always gonna be one, but if we don't all come together with if we believe there is one, there is going to be one. If we don't believe that there is ever going to be that kind of evil again, there is not going to be. I've been talking to people about, well, I don't know how it is with scientists, but they will probably find God. That's so strange. I was atheist for my whole life. I didn't believe in God till I kind of woke up and started questioning the whole Bible thingy, starting to understand the Bible and every other holy scripture to be like one scripture telling me and everyone who reads it how to get good values and how to live. So the church, while it's been deceiving itself, it's still they still need or they still deserve gratitude for existing because without them I wouldn't have been able to give the knowledge, right? So the churches, they shouldn't be trashed or something. It's just a way for us to come together and communicate with the God, the combination of us all. And you need to, as many say, wake up to be able to change the world. It's like the UFO thingy. They started in the 40s. It's been taking so long time to get everyone to believe in the same thing. Wouldn't it be nice if we had friends from other galaxies? Took It took a long time to get people to stop believing the Earth was flat. The Earth isn't flat. It's like a holodeck. It is kind of a room, but when you get its texture, it grows. So as long as you have the philosophy that you don't know anything and you try to create the world and try to see, well, either you can believe that you can have direct contact with other species, or that you need to, as the spiritual people, they tend to have their own realm in 3D, 4D, 5D, heaven, something, and it's they are connected to the whole tree of life. We are just like an egg in one of the roots, and we are spurring out. We're like a seed. Everyone is like a seed to spur out. So to make, we can say that we are our own tree. That's the paradise within. And all of us is part of a bigger tree. And that tree is part of another bigger tree. I don't know how far it's going. I only see this. I only had this picture when I woke up. We're children that are going through a lesson so that when we are born, we're not afraid of the other creatures in Super Space Empire. And we don't become like Anakin Skywalker or any other evil creation that isn't really evil in the end when they understand. But okay, I don't know if I paused or not. I just went away to get food, but um, I could tell more, but I don't want to infuse an ideology into others. I just want to infuse the truth that nothing that you think is real. And if you believe in other people's beliefs, then you take part of it. So the teachings are to teach you to become open-minded to everyone. The old Christian was more or less do not fear, and if you go with me, you're with God. I don't want to corrupt that. I want to make you first go towards God, learn not to fear, and when you understand the parts that are necessary to understand, then, if you are not afraid, take part in others' ideas. And it has to be accepted. In the end, we all make our own contributions, and the one with the closest narrative to what could be a happy nation or a happy utopia and stuff like that would be that thing which everyone sets their eyes upon. Understand? Hopefully you do. And when your values and understanding has grown, then you will understand. Have you seen uh you've seen old pictures, right? On old pictures of Jesus. This, you see this? It was actually emitted, some of it. Our whole bodies are able to radiate that light when we all become ascended. He's ascended. But here it is the purity of mind. When it's purity of heart, it's and it's purity of everything, all of you glow. And the Son loved him, and angels are bearers of good word. So people that uh, people that how should I put it? People that say things good-heartedly or tell something to another good-heartedly, they are, in fact, kind of an angel. But to really become an angel in the eyes of others, you need to be like innocence itself. And it was so strange. When I had my awakening, I I met this little child. She was 5. She told me that she was in the kingdom of heaven and she was an angel. And then she came down and out of her mother, like whoosh, and here I am. I was like, okay. So, yeah, because I doubted myself, I doubted everything, even if I believed in everything or nothing, because that's what it is. Either you believe in everything or you don't believe in anything. You can't take a part of that or a part of that and believe in. You need to take in the whole concept or nothing. So it was really strange because she told me that she was communicating with an angel and her she was playing with other children. And I don't say that ghosts don't exist. If you believe in ghosts, they will exist. If you believe in demons, they will exist. But they can't do anything negative towards you if you don't fear them. I believe in them, but yeah, they can't hurt me. I know that. And many people have told me that I am protected, but I'm not protected. I just know because dark will only be dark if the one emitting light stops emitting light. You understand? So if you emit light, you will not be dark. And the things that are dark will become light. That's why we tend to, yeah, there's so many things. It's the Fatima uh, revelations. There was an angel talking to those kids, but everyone that were there, they didn't fully believe, and when they didn't fully believe, they kind of didn't see it. So, and when you have this in your head, you're like, there's so many things that are so fun, and when we go to the Hinduism and the Vedas, we see this high technology society, and they broke down because I don't know, they started to disbelieve in their own things. I don't know. And the Torah says that the world started in yada yada yada. I don't know. Does that matter when we can create a time before the Torah? When we also know that the Torah is probably a copy of another time thing. Well, we don't know. Today could be the only day too, and time doesn't exist, and we just create a conscious reality that we created out of memory from what we did, what we think was yesterday. So there's there's a lot of to think about. There's neglecting things isn't going to work in the future. We could also everyone be immortal if we believe in it when we radiate light. There is a lot of things that I say now that doesn't make sense now. Maybe it's the wrong era, but do not disbelieve others because that's the mischievous thoughts of others, and do not believe in others if they are not good-hearted. If they do not make you happy, that means they aren't meant to be there till they understand and can make others happy. I've made this Facebook page called Ascended Karma. I put in some guidelines and stuff like that. I'm going to try to teach people outside of the whole. Yeah, we can see this also. This the interglacial temperatures for the last 10,000 years. The ice is melting. The medieval warning. Can you see? This is thicker ice, and it's been colder and colder and colder. Here is the medieval. It was started here. It was really cold era, and it started getting up to warmer era. This time before here was probably the time when there was war everywhere, and then it got warmer when societies were built, and then there's been small wars and stuff like that, and now it's going up because we're actually, well, if we decline the information that we have, well, we can all die if we want that. Yeah. Think of this. Your behavior is causing others pain. And I've had really big discussions with some people, and many people have told me that I'm in a psychosis. Well, if I'm in a psychosis, at least I'm happy. You understand? Every other person that I see are unhappy. They wander around. They find happiness by drinking, which makes your body warm for a while. And when it makes your body warm, you release dopamine. And they indulge in sex, but that it's not bad. Just the heart rate thingy. If you can have the heart rate down and still have, if you can have full control of your body and your heart rate down, then the only thing that you can do is spread happiness and love. You understand? But if you don't have your heart rate down, you will stop the whole flow of energy within the body, and you'll be kind of like a dark spot in the yeah. It's a 12, 10, 11 gigabyte big video. Maybe I should stop it soon. I don't really. There's so many things. People, they want to flee the world because the world that we have built up now, it's really dark. You you can't believe in anything. Can't even believe in yourself. You're like a slave for others. You are a slave for others. It's not gonna help others to be a slave at all. But we need to come together because we are one. So, and I was thinking about I've been thinking a lot of the whole thing with uh, the beliefs I've had and stuff like that, like in the beliefs in Lucifer and all of that. You have a step. You let's say that you have a staircase, and once you come to the end of the staircase, you have one more step to take. And you're so tired, so you stay there. That's most of the people right now that like just believe in one thing and doesn't understand the whole thing. So the Antichrist per se doesn't exist. It's a person that believes he is the Antichrist, and if he gets followers, then he will be the Antichrist, and he will have followers because others do not understand. We also have people that have disbelief in others. They are more or less the demons in the world. They tell you, no, you can't do that because that doesn't work and that's not possible and stuff like that. It's not gonna make anyone happy. If you want to believe in Santa as a good-hearted person that actually exists and come every Christmas to give everyone a smile, just a smile, if everyone would believe that in the world, we would have the hardest working slave in the world. You understand that, right? But all thoughts aren't without a ripple. So you need to take in causality in the whole thing. If you believe in causality, We could all be witches and stuff like that if we wanted to, if we know it to be real, not believed it to be real. We know that it is real, and I have had times when I have seen things because I told others that to be able to do things, you need to be one or three that believes in the same thing. But it's harder for one to believe in himself than it is to have two others to believe in the same thing. So when I was 17, I went out with two of my friends and we discussed discussed white magic and ghosts and stuff like that, and we started to see ghosts because we believed in ghosts. They were nice. We didn't talk to them. We kind of got chills from seeing them because we didn't really understand. And that was the first evening that I actually saw auras. I saw the light of others, and it was beautiful. But at the same time, I told myself, "What? This can't be true," and I couldn't see it no more because I didn't believe in it anymore. So it's not here to cause disbelief for people. I encourage you to believe in what you believe, but there is a karmic system and values to follow to be able to have full control of your thoughts and your creations because you're a god. Well, you're a god in disbelief, and when you get to a certain point, you're a god of truth or without doubt. You understand? I'm a bit in the disbelief in myself when it, or I'm in doubt of myself as the Messiah, even if I'm even if I know it's true that I am the Messiah, I can still doubt it. When I stop doubting it and I actually become a beacon of hope, then I will start to emit light. But at the moment, I'm in the doubt of myself that I need others to believe in me. And I'm not the one that like to ask others for help. I've never been. Because asking for help is more or less for me like taking advantage of someone else, even if it's for a good reason. So I don't really. I know there's a lot of good-hearted people out there, and there's a lot of people that. Have you heard of the Mandela effect? That was the awakening call. That was the trumpet for the technological era. There's so many lost people. They're stuck in the Mandela effect. They keep creating new things. I know that I didn't come from here. I'm openly telling you that I didn't come from here. I came from Sagittarius. And all the other real Mandela effect people, not the ones that we have converted into believing it, or somehow converted into believing it. It's like a new sect or cult or something. But ones we that were like from the Sagittarius arm instead of the Orion arm, it was so strange because, yeah, before 2012, it was Luke, I am your father. And now it's no, I am your father. I know it to be true by heart for me. Doesn't mean that you need to have the same belief. So I'm not gonna push anything onto you. But it was a wake up call for everyone that had been chosen to be a part of this awakening of humans. But instead, many of them are lost and believe that CERN is a problem and stuff. They've created a deception, and they're like in a cycle where they don't really understand what's happening. And it's not a delusion of the mind as psychologists would like to have it, or want to point out something, that and that and that. The more we go into science, the more we lose ourselves. The more we go into science, the more we separate ourselves from others and nature. We are the creation. We are the creators. And we are part of the creation. You understand? We are the creation, we're part of it, and we create it. We are God. Separated to learn faster. Now in this time and age, it's easier to talk to others about it than it would have been like 2000 years ago if we're gonna have like that. There's been a lot of things. The thing is that our minds are like a quantum computer. That's so beautiful. When it comes to the whole, I've tried to tell people what ADHD is, what Asperger is, a lot of other stuff. It's disbelief. Tried to understand and then put a letter on it. That's how it is. And that's how much of the science world is also, the more they tend to understand, the more they have to change what they already know. That's why they try to combine different sorts of stuff to be able to do stuff. Um, so strange. Today, when I make this video, I don't have the same problem as I had earlier when I made the religion version relating to religion. If they want to, they can check this out instead, which is compilation of facts and fiction, which combines reality. I think that I need to eat, but at the same time, you know that the 30 days of fasting that Jesus had? You know what that was? It was a test of his own belief or his own doubts. It was a test of faith in himself. I don't know, should I eat and don't test myself? I think I'm going to have this fasting day. I've been fasting for 3 days now, so I could eat this and put away the food and then have a new fasting period this weekend and start off having fastings more often, because science has already, even if they don't like the whole idea of placebo, they know it's there, but they can't prove it. Isn't that strange? In combination what I say, that's not too strange. Because all ideas that comes from movies we can actually apply if we know its truth. And when we believe in ourselves, that is when we find God or find ourselves. That is when we only listen to our own values and we take in from others what we want to take in. Then we can start to communicate by the natural way instead. That is what I hope for. Anyway, this is a like 12.5 gigabyte big video, so I need to stop it. Usually I stop it at less than this, and this is gonna be like 3 hours, I think. 4.5 is about 1 hour, so holy. Isn't life mysterious? I I never in my wildest dreams thought that I would be important in any way, and here I am. I prophesied Messiah telling you the truth, and all you need to do is believe in yourself or find yourself through the belief in me, and then stop doubting in yourself. God bless.